Distinguished guests, dear civil society leaders, good morning, good afternoon from wherever you're joining us today at the Pioneers in SDGs Awards Ceremony 2022. I am Cemre Ülker, UN representative of the Journalists and Writers Foundation. We are gathered here today in this virtual awards ceremony to recognize, applaud, and disseminate the best practices of civil society organizations across the world from 24 different countries, contributing to the local, regional, and global implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals. Time is running fast, very fast, as we get closer to the deadline of 2030. Therefore, collaborating for the common good, creating peaceful, just societies, protecting our environment, promoting fundamental human rights are more important than ever. Despite the variety of working areas that all the projects which we will be hearing about very soon, we are creating a powerful momentum here for the implementation of Sustainable Development Goal number 17, partnerships. We have a great program ahead of us, full of excitements coming along the way. So without any further ado, let's start with the Pioneers in SDGs introduction video.
Pioneers in SDGs Awards. Call for projects. The Pioneers in SDGs Awards pay tribute to outstanding individuals and organizations that contribute to sustainable peace and development through innovative and creative projects. Promoting peaceful and inclusive societies, protecting human rights, the rule of law, and democratic values, empowering women, girls, and youth for social justice and equal opportunities play an essential role in achieving sustainable development goals worldwide. We call on civil society organizations to submit projects which will serve as exemplary models, inspiring others towards positive social change and contributing to the UN Sustainable Development Goals. Our international jury will evaluate the projects by considering 4 criteria: innovation, finding creative solutions to address global challenges; stakeholders, developing partnerships to share financial and human resources; scope, demonstration of strategic planning, implementation, and evaluation; impact, evidence of effective outcomes that can be transferred to other places. Awards. First place, $2,000 and recognition award. Second place, $1,000 and recognition award. Third place, $500 and recognition award. Innovation Award, Stakeholders Award, Scope Award, Impact Award, Changemakers Award. The Pioneers in SDGs Awards will be presented during the SDGs Conference. Please submit your project on our website at www.unga-conference.org.
We will now hear from Mr. Mehmet Kılıç, the president of the Journalists and Writers Foundation. I give the floor for his opening remarks.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 4th annual Pioneers in SDGs Awards ceremony. We are pleased to have you all joining us from all around the world. On behalf of the Journalists and Writers Foundation and its 36 global partners from 24 different countries, I want to extend our sincere gratitude to outstanding organizations and individuals who participated in the Pioneers Awards in 2022. In 2019, we received 85 projects from 61 different countries. In 2019, Japan Organic Farming Association and Japan Bioform Project won the first place. In 2020, Global Call for Action, Save Lake Victoria Now and Stop Toxic Flow Project. And 2021, we have Global Goals at Home Project from UNA USA won the first place. You can visit unga-conference.org to see all the winners. But this year, 2022 has been very exceptional, with 34 amazing projects participating from 24 different countries. We are growing together, and this is amazing. You are making a difference in society with these amazing projects that contribute to sustainable peace and development at the local, national, and global levels. You are making a positive social change in your community by offering solutions to social, economic, and environmental challenges. You are also making a difference in society by improving the quality of life, making a difference in the lives of hundreds of thousands of people, including girls and boys, women and men, elderly and young. So, as JWF and its global partners, we believe that you are all winners and you are all champions, and you deserve a big, big applause for your time, efforts, and energy. We know that there are multiple stakeholders who contributed to these projects with their knowledge, experience, efforts, and financial contributions. We want to thank all of them because multiple stakeholders play a crucial role in achieving higher levels of outcome. Likewise, as my colleague Cemre said, public-private partnership is crucial in achieving the sustainable development goals. No one can achieve these goals without everybody's engagement. Governments, the private sector, the civil society, we all have to work together in collaboration to make this world a better place for all, for today and for the next generations to come. Now, I would like to give our special thanks to our international jury members who dedicated their time to evaluate 34 projects from 24 different countries based on 4 criteria. And these are innovation, stakeholders, scope, and impact. They read hundreds of pages of information about these projects, watched their project videos, and scored their activities and programs based on their outcomes. So I would like to thank Ambassador Dr. Carlos Garcia, former ambassador of El Salvador to the United Nations, and he is currently Secretary General of the United Nations Association of El Salvador. And our other jury member, Dr. Swadesh Rana, she is the former Chief of Conventional Arms Branch at the Department of Disarmament Affairs at the United Nations. And our third jury member is Mr. Thomas Sideris. He is a renowned journalist, documentary film director, and producer. And our host and our fourth jury member is Dr. Rajendran Gavadar. He is an amazing social cohesion advocate, and he is also a KZN Department of Arts and Culture. And our fifth jury member is Ms. Nancy Falcon. She is the Executive Director of ALBA International Intercultural Dialogue Center. And our next jury member is Dr. Reginald Nalugula. He is a professor at Tangaza University College, and he is also present with us in this program. Our next jury member is Ms. Wonia Womack. She is the Executive Director of the Refugees Unknown Stories Untold. And our last jury member is Mr. Ibrahim Anla. He is the Executive Director of Rumi Forum based in Washington, DC. Of course, we have so many people engaged and involved in this program. I want to take this opportunity to thank our 36 global partners from 24 different countries for their support and dedication for the last 7 years. We thank you so much. Of course, this program wouldn't be possible without projects and project representatives and organizations. I want to give our special thanks to the representatives of the projects and their organizations for their contributions to sustainable peace and development worldwide. Believe me, you are contributing to the achievement of the sustainable development goals from a bottom-up approach. Thank you so much. Last but not least, I want to thank our viewers for joining us at the 4th annual Pioneers in SDGs Awards ceremony. You are supporting these initiatives with your financial and human resources. which is crucial to sustain these projects. So in our eyes, you are all change makers and you are leaders in society with your support and contributions. Once again, I welcome you and I thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of the program.
Thank you so much, Mehmet, for these wonderful, motivating remarks. As you mentioned, we have a remarkable host today, joining us from South Africa, a notable social development expert and the advisory board member of the Journalists and Writers Foundation, Dr. Rajendran Govender. Dr. Govender has been appointed by the South African government as a social cohesion advocate with the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, and he has been tasked to head a rapid response team to address issues related to racism, gender-based violence, and other social challenges that confront society. As a qualified mediator, Dr. Govender has been serving on the panel of the Alternative Dispute Resolution Network, South Africa. Currently, he serves as the executive director of Mizansi Empowerment Enterprise, a consultancy that focuses on skills development and training, research development, diversity management. Thank you so much, Dr. Govender. Over to you for the flow of our program today.
Yes, thank you so much, Emme and Mr. Mehmet. It is an absolute delight for me to host this very prestigious award ceremony with so many different countries representative. Right, as you know, the Pioneer in SDGs Award acknowledges accomplishments, reinforces efforts, and is a sign of appreciation and is a strong evidence for motivating the organizations to do more. The SDG Pioneer Awards was developed to honor organizations who are making significant contributions to their community through their time, actions, talents, and dedication. The honorees selected should serve as a role model for compassion and service and be striving to make the world a better place. Civil society organizations are very crucial for the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals, for democratization and for the defense of human rights and the protection of the environment. They hold governments and businesses to account and help to make sure no one is left behind by development. These functions include protection, monitoring, advocacy, socialization, social cohesion, facilitation, and service delivery. So sit back, relax. I hope you grabbed a nice cup of tea and coffee because this is going to be a very colorful and eventful program recognizing so many amazing organizations and individuals. So today, I would like to pick on 3 jury members' interventions. Firstly, I would like to introduce Nancy Falcon from Italy, an intercultural dialogue advisor of the Journalists and Writers Foundation, former executive director, ALBA Intercultural Dialogue Center in Argentina. Nancy is an expert in interreligious dialogue and facilitates trainings with young leaders and religious actors from various cultures in Argentina and abroad. I will now ask our administrator to play Nancy's video.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nancy Falcón. I'm from Argentina. I'm living in Italy now. I'm a jury of the Pioneer Awards. As a jury of the SDG Pioneers Award, I'm honored to receive 34 projects from 36 countries all around the world. Each of these projects contributes to sustainable and development at the local, national, regional, and global levels. Our job as a jury is to recognize the work that each NGO do locally and the commitment to implementing the SDG through innovative and creative projects. Each of these projects serve as an exemplary model to inspire other organizations and individuals to change the reality around them. More than ever, we need organization like this one participating here to continue working toward their goals. The change we need in the world depends on all of us working together as we do here with the Pioneer SDG Awards. Congratulations to all the NGOs that are participating here this year, and have a good night. And thank you very much. I'm honored to be part of this.
Thank you so much, Nancy. I would now like to introduce Thomas Sideris from Greece. He's an advisory board member of the Journalists and Writers Foundation. He is an investigative journalist and award-winning documentary director. He's working at the Greek Broadcasting Corporation and a member of the International Press Institute. Let us now listen to Thomas.
Dear friends, good afternoon from Athens. It's Tom Sideris. I'm a jury member of this competition. I'm very proud because I'm an advisory member of Journalists and the Writers Foundation based in New York. I had the occasion to examine all of these amazing projects. Every project had an innovation and a humanistic aim. I'm very proud because all of you planned programs and projects for the humanity. Behind of the projects, there are people. All of these projects focus on the humans around of the world. I stand with you and I'm available to offer any help you need from me. Good luck, and I'm very, very happy again for all of these amazing projects.
I think we're having some technical issues with Dr. Govender. Sir, we are not able to hear you. Okay, so you're back. We don't get to hear you, sir.
Can we please check your microphone, Dr. Govender?
Sorry. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, a little better.
Can you hear me now?
I believe we are having a internet connection. Maybe at this point, it may be better if you can close your camera and we can continue with the with your voice if possible. I think that is going to better our connection.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so like I mentioned, the jury played a very, very important role in ensuring that the SDG award recipients were fairly judged and assessed so that we can, award people accordingly. Now, the most important thing here, colleagues, is that I just want to announce that our social media accounts. Please tag us in your post as you are watching this particular program. Twitter, at JWF Foundation, Instagram, JWF Global, and please subscribe to the YouTube, JWF Global. Right, now, We are coming closer to the very exciting moment, right? We had 34 honorees. Today, we are honoring all the participants in the Pioneer of SDG Award ceremony. There are over 34 participants from 24 different countries, spread in almost all the continents of the world. Most of the organizations used all their energies, sacrificed their time, and overcame many obstacles to make this world a better place to live in. The projects ranged from poverty alleviation, job creation, climate change, conservation, social cohesion, empowerment, and a host of other social injustices with the ultimate aim of addressing the Sustainable Development Goals. I present a list of all the organizations that were assessed. We have a very short jingle who will give us a summary of all the organizations. Right. Now the moment you have all been waiting for. I can sense much anxiety among all the virtual participants. I have attached to my virtual transmission a heat thermometer attached to this virtual broadcast, and I can see the temperatures are soaring. Let me reduce this temperature by announcing the third place award. Fasten your seatbelts, dear colleagues, and let us jet off to, yes, an extraordinary country filled with beautiful beaches, thriving cities, ancient temples, remarkable natural scenery, and most importantly, friendly people. Yes, we have landed in Seoul, South Korea, where we encounter an organization that is making the world beautiful through film. Yes. Right, as you can see, what an amazing project, making the world beautiful through film. And that video gave you a glimpse of this beautiful project and an award of $500 for the organization Making the World Beautiful Through Film from Korea. I would like to now invite the representative from the organization Making the World Beautiful Through Film to say a few words.
네, 안녕하세요. UN SDG 선구자상을 받게 되어 영광입니다. 이번 상을 계기로 세상을 평화롭게 하는 본질 영화가 더 널리 퍼졌으면 좋겠습니다.
Good morning. It's a great honor to be a pioneer in SDGs Award. I hope this can be a chance to have more essential to make the world peaceful.
우리 조직 이름은 사단법인 영화로 세상을 아름답게입니다. 저는 사단법인 영화로 세상을 아름답게 이사장 유영희입니다. 실행한 프로젝트 역시 영화로 세상을 아름답게입니다.
Our organization is a corporation making the world peaceful through film, and I'm Yu Young-lee, a chief director of Making the World Peaceful Through Film. A project we're working on is also named Making the World Peaceful Through Film.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Right, it's clear from what you have said that you are making a remarkable contribution through film. And we would like to, on behalf of the Journalists and Writers Foundation, ask you to continue making the world a better place to live with film. Thank you so much. Right, now the tension is getting very, very heightened here on this virtual platform, as we now announce the second place winner and a prize of $1,000. Yes, you have heard correct, $1,000. Fasten your seat belts and please note that there will be lots of turbulence as we travel in a westerly direction, traveling approximately 8,065 kilometers from Korea with the flight time of 12 hours and 24 minutes. We will be passing the Arabian Sea. We have landed in, yes, you may have guessed correctly, we have landed in a small country with a relatively diverse topography consisting of a lengthy coastal plain, highlands in the north and central regions, and the Negev Desert in the south. A country described as land flowing with milk and honey. Yes, we have landed in Israel, where we are whisked off to meet an organization known as Social TV Palestine Israel to present Place Award for the project Yafa Tang. Can we have a video, please?
كفلسطينية اللي هي ما سمعتش كثير عن يافا، كنت أحس يافا البلد اللي فيها بحر اللي فيها عرب ويهود، مدينة مختلطة. فجأة حسيت صرت أشوف يافا بدون مراقبة.
אף פעם לא הבנתי מה הסיפור של יפו. איך מקום כל כך יפה ותיירותי יכול להוליד כל כך הרבה אי צדק ולהיות סמל של כיבוש מסוג אחר, כיבוש שקוף. לשון יפואית נתן לי הזדמנות להסתכל עליה מפריזמה שונה, ממה שנתנו לי כל חיי כיהודייה וישראלית. ובאמת נתנו לי המון השראה, אנשים בחוצה.
יפה, بالنسبة لي, هي البيت.
מה זה אומר בעצם להיות שייך ליפו?
كيان صهيوني إسرائيلي وأنا فيش إلي محل.
כל הבתים האלה מיועדים להריסה.
أول مرة بوقف في مكان في يافا وبشوفه من عينين تاريخية عربية فلسطينية.
سجل أنا عربي. وأنت تفسيك להיות أدون البيت. אז אנחנו נתערבב. תשימו ידיים באוויר. אנחנו רוצים בעצם לעשות במרחב הזה שלנו, שיהיה מקום לכל השפות האלה ולכל הזהויות האלה על אותה במה, שלא שפה אחת תשתיק את האחרת.
يمكن هاي المجموعة خلتني اطلع على المشهد اليافاوي الفلسطيني المنكوب بطريقة ثانية. إذا بنمشي بيافا ونطلع حوالينا المشهد السياسي الثقافي الاجتماعي اللي تم محوه وطمس هويته والمجتمع الفلسطيني واضح قدام عيننا.
התחלתי ללמוד ערבית עם מורה פה ביפו. כשמתחילים ללמוד ערבית, אז מתחילים גם ללמוד לא רק את השפה ומה שנאמר טכנית, אלא עוד מלא דברים.
بفكر هاي دعوة لكلياتنا لجميعنا إنه ما نسكتش ما بنحكي نعلي صوتنا ونقاوم.
Right, an absolutely colorful and amazing project, all the way, addressing the Palestine-Israel issue, which is a very contemporary issue that's always in the news. Right, I would like to now invite Melissa Dens, a representative from the social TV Palestine-Israel, to give us some insight about this project, please.
Hi. First, thank you. We're very excited. Nice to meet all of you. So actually this program, the social TV has been around since 2003, covering militarism, occupation in Israel and Palestine. So actually Yafa Tung, the program that we presented, is a very new program for us, and it was actually a pilot and really the first of its kind, inspired by May of last year, in which things really escalated, not only between Gaza and Israel, but also within Palestine, Israel, especially within cities that have a significant Jewish and Palestinian population. So we witnessed a lot of maybe the highest amount of violence in years within our cities and around our homes. And it was so anyway, so these events inspired the program, bringing together Jewish Israelis and Palestinian citizens of Israel together to really understand each other in a new and different way, and really create and build something together, and try to also build a common language that they can understand each other in a way that we don't typically have here.
Thank you so much, Melissa. And we want to, on behalf of the Journalists and Writers Foundation, wish you well as you continue to make this world a better place to live. Thank you so much. And obviously, you are going home with $1,000 that will help you with your project going forward.
Sure.
Right.
Thank you.
Yes. Right now, this virtual platform is now exploding. It's exploding. The tension is rising on this platform as we get ready to announce the first prize. There are 32 more organizations left. Who do you think will receive this grand prize of $2,000? Okay, let me not keep you waiting any longer. Fasten your seatbelts as we continue traveling in a westerly direction, flying over the mighty Atlantic Ocean. We have now landed in a city known as the Young Lion of the West, the Flower City and the Flower City. The port populous city of the United States of America, and the city where the Kodak film was founded by George Eastman and Henry A. Strong way back in May 23, 1892. Yes, dear virtual platform participants, we have landed in Rochester, New York State, where we head off to meet an organization called Nonviolence News USA. We have conceptualized an innovative project called Nonviolence News. We are so used to reading and watching news that are of a negative nature, where only violence is portrayed on a regular basis. This organization have turned this around and only publish news from different parts of the world that portray non-violence, indeed a move from the normal. Let us watch this beautiful project.
Hi everyone, my name is Rivera Sun. I am the editor of Nonviolence News, an exciting and inspiring project that sends 30 to 50 stories of nonviolence in action to 90,000 people each and every single week. We got our start with a project called Nonviolence Now, which sought to interrupt violence and the promotion of violence in online digital spaces with advertisements reminding people of nonviolence now. This wildly successful project won the hearts of so many people, got double the funding that we expected, wound up on bus ads and billboards and yard signs. And when people clicked on these ads, instead of say a gun ad, they could subscribe to Nonviolence News. And into their inbox would come these incredible stories from all over the world of how people were standing up for justice, protecting the earth, winning human rights struggles, defending their lands with nonviolent action, waging peace. They'd hear creative stories and the knowledge and the wisdom of so many people who are working for change all over the world. We seek to reframe how people think of nonviolence by sharing success stories, showing what's possible, showing how powerful and effective this field is, how much is happening all the time, and how many people are involved in this incredible tool of social change. Nonviolence News picks up the best stories from the front line so people can learn from them. We pick up the local stories. We pick up the best campaigns, the most strategic ideas. We lift up the everyday heroes that are up against great odds. And we show how to expand our sense of what's possible because of what other people around the world are daring to dream and imagine. Nonviolence News shares trends of what's going on, so we see the world differently. We send out Nonviolence News to scholars, to researchers, to students, to activists, to everybody who wants to make change in the world. By sharing the creative approaches, we show that this field, which Gandhi called the greatest and most active force on earth, is transforming our world, is great and active and liberating, is capable of making a difference, and is a better tool than violence. These stories inspire everyone who reads them, gives them tools for struggle, and make our world a better place. We thank you for considering Nonviolence News for this award, and we hope that you will have a wonderful time finding out more about this project.
Yes, indeed, an amazing project and a wonderful project of Nonviolence News. And we want you to be encouraged and continue publishing news that is going to make this world a better place. Because the more we read about positive news, the more inspired we become. So $2,000 goes to you, the Nonviolence News in the USA. Can I now invite a representative, the editor, to give us a few thoughts of this project, please?
Thank you very much. I want to just thank you all for this incredible honor. We're very blown away. We feel really humbled by this project and by the people around the world that make this project possible with their courage and their compassion and their vision for the world that we long to inhabit together. I want to uplift my colleague, Kit Miller, who is here on the call today as well. Kit was instrumental in making Nonviolence News and Nonviolence Now happen. It's really a team effort, but what we find is that stories are powerful, and knowing the stories of change, just like you all are doing at this event here today, is what gives us hope for the future, even in this time of intense challenge and crisis. And so those of us who lift up the stories, like this award ceremony is doing, are really instrumental in helping us navigate this time of intense change for humanity and achieve the visions that we hold and we long for, and also show that they're already underway. right? The solutions exist. People like yourselves are out there building them, making them come true. And the job of groups and organizations like Nonviolence News is to hear those stories, lift them up, share them with somebody so that someone else all the way around the world can make that change in their own community in their own way. So we thank you very, very much. And we also pass on that thanks to all the people who make Nonviolence News possible day in and day out around the world and right here today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It was an absolute delight having you on this platform and your organization for doing such marvelous work. Yes, colleagues, on this virtual platform, we've traveled from Korea, we've moved to Israel, and then we landed in the New York State in Rochester City, and we've seen some amazing projects. Now that we have announced the grand prize winners, do not leave this virtual broadcast, as your organization may still be in line to receive our other awards with a cash prize of between $250 and $100. Right? There are a number of awards such as Innovation, Stakeholder, Scope, Impact, and Changemaker Awards. However, because the tension was so great in the last few minutes or the hour or so, we would like to ask you to pause and take a break. The tension was very high, and I need to give you some time to get your breath back. Right, the Journalists and Writers Foundation was very busy recently with a number of events which culminated in today's prestigious award ceremony. One very important event was the SDGs Conference, which takes place parallel to the United Nations General Assembly held every year in the month of September. Experienced and world-renowned moderators and panelists from across the globe are invited to be part of this important conference. This year, a global audience of more than 18,800 people accessed the virtual link to the JW conference. I now present a short video of the background about the conference, but don't leave, as we still have more presentations to make. You never know, maybe your organization is included in the list. Let's listen, watch this video.
Conference 2022, Transforming Our World, September 21, 2022. In the margins of the 77th session of the UN General Assembly, the Journalists and Writers Foundation and its 36 global partners from 24 countries welcome you all to the 7th Annual SDGs Conference 2022, Transforming Our World, on September 21, 2022 in New York. The SDGs Conference, formerly known as UNGA Conference, is JWF's flagship event that creates a platform for multiple stakeholders to discuss the Global Agenda 2030, offer innovative solutions, strategies, and policy recommendations to advance the culture of peace, human rights, and sustainable development. This year's theme is Transforming Our World. To transform our world, distinguished high-level speakers and panelists from 13 different countries will discuss, analyze, and evaluate the progress made in achieving the SDGs, considering the global state of peace and conflict resolution. In the post-COVID-19 era, the world continues to witness wars, conflicts, and widespread human rights violations that threatens the peace and security, hinders sustainable development, and damage our planet. The UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres says, now is the time to re-embrace global solidarity, find ways to work together for the common good, and renew the social contract between governments and their people within societies. In the light of our common agenda, the JWF and its global partners are committed to inclusive, transformative, and achievable development strategy for humanity and the planet, which aims to achieve our joint mission of leaving no one behind. The SDGs Conference 2022 focuses on 3 major areas. 1, the global state of peace and conflict resolution. 2, gender-based crimes in conflict zones. 3, migration and refugee policies, intergovernmental responses to recent displacements. We believe that providing innovative solutions, developing effective strategies, and offering policy recommendations will advance sustainable peace and development worldwide. the Journalists and Writers Foundation and its global partners remain committed in transforming our world through partnerships for the goals.
Right. As you can see, the Journalists and Writers Foundation have been very busy in the last few weeks. After tonight's award ceremony, they will have a very, very, very good rest. Now, as I mentioned, we have a number of other awards. We start off with the Innovation Award, right? The Innovation Award is given to an organization with the best innovative idea for a project to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, right? The award goes to a project titled Impact Youth, and the organization is the Liberian Youth Foundation. Through access to quality education in many parts of Liberia remains a challenge. Impact Youth Project is providing the best alternative to poverty and unemployment reduction by availing platforms beyond traditional classrooms where youth acquire entrepreneurial leadership, innovation, and technical vocational education, and the beneficiaries are participating in economic activities and sustainable development. Let us watch this jingle.
I know that you are worried about the increment of poverty and unemployment rate around the world, including my country, Liberia, where 71.4% of its citizens are living on less than $2 a day. Hi, I am Abdurrahman Fofana from Liberia and the founder and executive director of Liberian Youth Foundation. An educator, activist, social entrepreneur. I have over 5 years experience in organization and business management, including children and youth development. As a social entrepreneur, I am solving the high increment of poverty and unemployment rate in Liberia. A diligent and innovative focus are now made in the fight against poverty and unemployment. People will continue to experience deplorable conditions and slow economic growth. However, at the Liberian Youth Foundation, we are providing sustainable and innovative solutions to these challenges by building a striving and resilient community in Liberia through professional capacity building of children and youth in technical vocational skills, soft skills, such as digital literacy, home economic, art and craft, catering, automobile, entrepreneurship, and ethical leadership. Beneficial of our capacity building gain employable skills and entrepreneurship mindset. At the end of the training, we connect our beneficiaries to opportunities such as job, grant, fellowship, and others. The programs have impacted the life of our beneficiaries, as some of them are running their own business while others are employed. At the same time, they are contributing to the transformation of their community. Selecting for this program will impact the life greatly in my organization as a veteran of poverty. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Right. A very, very deserving recipient for the Innovation Award. I would like to now invite Abdul Rahman Ishaq Abu Wafana, the founder and executive director, to very briefly tell us more about your project. Okay.
Good afternoon. I'm Abdurrahman Fofana from Liberia again. I'm so honored to receive the award of the SDG for the second time. Well, the Liberian Youth Foundation is mostly focused on poverty reduction and unemployment among young people in Liberia. Over the past years, we have introduced different kinds of programs
that are transforming the life of young people through technical vocational skills training, effective job applications, and work readiness. Of course, this program have had a tremendous impact on the life of Liberians, particularly people from the slum community or economic challenged environment. And of course, we are so humble again to receive the award from the SDG and the Journalists and Writers Associations. We hope to continue inspiring other young people to participate in the achievement of sustainable development goals around the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Abdul Rahman. Now, the next award is the Stakeholder Award, and this time we travel to Greece. Now, Stakeholder Award is where an organization ensures that many stakeholders are involved in order to ensure the success of the project. The award that we present is for the project title, You Smile, European Student Volunteer Network of the Smile of the Child. And the organizer is an NGO called the Smile of the Child, which is an acclaimed NGO that collaborates with the government and other stakeholders to inform them on child-focused care and policy making. The members of staff involve student volunteers in decision-making procedures about matters that affect and concern children in Greece. Could we watch this video, please?
My name is Melina.
My name is Ivani.
My name is Anna.
My name is Melita.
We are the student volunteers of the Children's Rights Team.
Of the Smile of the Child.
From children to children.
From a best friend to a person that we've never met.
From thoughts to actions.
The internet is our
to raise awareness.
Everybody's afraid to talk about.
To give voice.
Yes, it's definitely.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Can we ask our participants to please mute their presentation so that we don't have any disturbance. Now, thank you. I would like to now invite Georgina, a student volunteer coordinator, who would give us some insight about this lovely project, the Smile of a Child. Georgina?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Hi, hello from Greece. Hi all. Thank you very much. We're so honored to receive this award. As today marks the second day of the EU Forum for the Rights of the Child here in Europe, I would like to let you know that we will keep putting child participation at the heart of our practice, ask children their opinion in matters that concern them, and do the best we can to defend rights. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Georgina. And as I can see, the real reason why it's a smile campaign, because you are full of smiles. Thank you so much. Hi. And carry on smiling. And let the smiles be infectious to all people all around the world. Thank you so much. Right. Now we go on to the next category, and that is the Scope Award. We have 2 Scope Awards. The scope is a very, very important aspect of any project. Because it gives us an indication about all the planning and the preparation and the stakeholders and so on. So it's very, very important. Our first Scope Award goes to an organization called Fashion Meets Global Citizenship Education. And the organizer is Mitri Incorporated, where for this scope, the organization had curriculums developed and international educators and designers alongside local teachers and supported by ethnographic research. Online meetings were used for training, troubleshooting, so that their programs became very, very successful. Evaluations, document knowledge, skills, and growth gained from their classes were very, very important. And that is why through their multiple workshops, their curriculum has been adapted into local and international schools. So let us watch what this project is all about.
Hi, we're M-Tree. Fashion for All program centers around SDG 4, 5, 12 and focuses on two core ideas. First, it builds and empowers a sense of self in teen girls to explore who they are and the roles of women using fashion as a form of self-expression. Projects include collaborative fashion shows and the use of handmade puppetry to self-affirm themselves and foster future aspirations. Second, it builds a sense of community, which introduces the concept of global citizenship education. Our GCED components address SDG 4 and SDG 12 by emphasizing the importance of sustainability, recycling, upcycling, and preservation of Maya's natural resources. Students acquire skills through upcycling projects, such as repurposing scrap fabrics, become aware of global issues such as plastic and fish net pollution, and gain perspective as global citizens. By practicing GCD values, we learn that globally, everyone is mutually connected and dependent on each other. Our curriculums are developed with international educators and designers alongside local teachers and supported by ethnographic research. Qualitative and quantitative methods using teacher evaluations, student surveys, and journaling shows that more than 94% of students improved in basic fashion skills, self-expression, and openness to diversity. The highest improvement was in presenting their ideas with confidence. In the Fashion GCED program, there was a 50% increase in teens who are able to identify what it means to be a global citizen. For dissemination, our Train the Trainer model workshops ensure that our curriculum can be modified and adapted into any primary school or community-based setting. By nurturing a sense of self and sense of community, our fashion program empowers teens, both girls and boys, to learn who we are and what we do matters as change makers in the community. Together, we are part of a meaningful and sustainable movement that will continue to reap positive changes. First, starting with the self, the community, and then beyond.
Yes, most certainly. The organization is making a positive change in society through fashion and dress, which is very popular amongst the youth. So well done, and a prize of $250 go to you. I would like to now invite Yang Yun Sin, the Director of Art, Design and Learning, to very briefly tell us about this project.
Yes, hi. Thank you so much, Journalists and Writers Foundation, for giving our team this time to share our valuable work. I would like to also congratulate and acknowledge our phenomenal team and partner and community, Maya, for their dedication and perseverance in continuing this journey together. I received this award on behalf of M-Tree, and I'm very committed and also honored to share the video that you saw, which highlights all the work that we're doing in a small rural village in Maya, coastal Kenya. Our work is still ongoing. We continue to do our work today. It will continue until we are able to build a flourishing and sustainable community together. And I just want to promise all of us here together that we strive to build an open, transparent, and collaborative partnership with our partner community, Maya. And we will continue to do our work to share art, design, culture with the teens that are the future of the community. And I'm so thankful to be able to share our work today. So thank you and congratulations to everyone, all the organizations that are paving the way to make a better and brighter future together. So thank you once again, and thank you to our team members and to Maya as well. Thank you so much.
Excellent, Sarah. Thank you. And you continue doing some remarkable work. Right, our second scope award, right? The scope that we looked at in this particular award was basically the organization chose schools through the education authorities before creating the clubs, and then campaign of sensitization, which focused on organization and operation of a club, citizens' roles and responsibilities about citizenship, social cohesion, the citizens' involvement in a democratic governance, universal goodness, and 5 acts of self-discipline. And that award for the scope number 2 goes to a project titled Peace and Stability in Schools, and the organizer is the IYC for Youth Ambassador. Let's watch this movie.
Good morning. I'm Alpha Ibrahim Imam Balde, the president of Labi Peace Club of Guinea, and IYC for Youth Ambassador. Our project talks about building peace in our different schools, because we're living in a commune which has been one of the 20 most conflicts from communes in the Republic of Guinea. It must be recognized that political and trade union demonstrations creating peace in the city. So for that, the Labi Peace Club of Guinea can't stay without doing something. From 2010 to nowadays, 13 young people lost their lives during police repression. I think, like all members of my club, that even if stopping the demonstrations seems difficult, but reducing the loss of human life is possible. But how? By raising awareness of students and teachers, because we are teachers, because we are seeing how students are suffering during the demonstrations. Aim to use students to carry messages to students for more attraction, understanding, and more impact through meditation, mindfulness, and awareness. We aim also to create a network between clubs or even schools for more actions going in the direction of the promotion of peace. We think that if students go toward the student to relay messages, it can impact positively. So support our project, because it is a peace we stand for. Peace we will stand for. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That was amazing. It's a lovely project. And anybody that works with school children, remember that learners at schools are the future leaders in society. If you develop them now, you're obviously developing society. Thank you so much. I would like to now invite the representative from the IYC for Youth Ambassador in Guinea, Alpha Ibrahima Imam Balde, to say a few words. He is the president.
Okay, hello everyone. Let me give this opportunity to thank you again for the initiative. And thank you for everything that you are doing to promote peace in the world. And it is an honor for us to be members of IYT. It is an honor for me to be an ambassador of IYT because I aim to promote peace through meditation and mindfulness in our country, our region, and even our sub-region. And you can't say without knowing that in our Guinea, actually, there are a lot of problems. But fortunately, institutions, NGOs like you are here, and you are keeping on supporting us. And trust me that we will achieve our goal. Our goal is what? It is to promote peace in our different schools because the students receive that. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, now we move on to the next category of awards, which is the Impact Award. And for the impact that a particular structure or organization makes in society, you will receive an award of $250, right? The first award, Impact Award, goes to a project titled SDG Innovation Challenge. The organizers are the Melton Foundation Youth Advocates in Ghana. This challenge allows individuals to find like-minded peers to develop solutions for sustainability and societal well-being. The participants receive training and mentoring, as well as an incubation support. And this program has a remarkable impact in society. Hence, it was selected for this particular award. Let's watch a video clip.
Hello, my name is Stefan Bateman, and I'm the Executive Director of the Melton Foundation. Today I want to ask you a couple of questions. Have you ever dreamed of a world where no child has to go to bed hungry? Where everybody has access to clean water, to healthcare? Where we live in sustainable cities and in peace, where we don't extinct the species that live around us? These are just some of the challenges that we definitely need to work on with a lot more effort. And in order to achieve results, we have to harness the creative power of the youth. This is exactly where our problem comes. The SDG Innovation Marathon builds on the creative, innovative potential of the youth and empowers them to come together to create a shared solution for local problems with a global view. In the 50-hour hackathon, they received training, mentoring, and much more support to come up with local solutions with a global view. They pitch their ideas to a jury, and the best project present their ideas at the African Youth SDG Summit. And we make a great effort to help them to implement the ideas. It just doesn't stop with the idea. We really want to help them to create the impact that we need today.
My name is Eric Ning Ayete, Global Hub Coordinator for the Melton Foundation. The SDG Innovation Challenge is the Melton Foundation's way of localizing the SDGs across Africa. Africa continues to have the largest population of young people. The SDG Innovation Challenge provides a platform to harness this potential. Within 2 years, this project has created an online community of 500 plus SDG advocates from 15 African countries, resulting in 40 collaborative solution ideas, addressing the 17 SDGs. It has been implemented directly and indirectly through engagement, employment, poverty reduction, health, education, and climate change. Since 2020, we have received an overwhelming number of applications. Our very last edition had over 200 participants in our challenge. Participants were taken through team formation techniques, systems and design thinking, ideation and prototyping, and finally testing. The winners from the last edition focused their solution on climate change and environmental protection, from ideas on turning organic substances into alternative fuel sources in Uganda, repurposing and recycling plastic waste into bricks and other reusable items in Ghana. The SDG Innovation Challenge is a call to action for all young people with a strong connection to the African continent. We believe in the impact and results we have achieved so far, and we'll continue working with our partners and collaborators to achieve even more. Thank you for considering our application.
We would like to thank you for being innovative and making a difference in society. I would like to now invite the representatives from this particular organization, the Melton Foundation, who will give us a very brief insight about this wonderful project.
Hi, good evening. My name is Eric, the Hub Coordinator for the Melton Foundation, and I am honored to receive this award on behalf of the Melton Foundation and the SDG Challenge, which we've been running for the past 3 years. And I'm happy to say we are currently preparing to actually kick off another edition of the SDG Innovation Challenge this year in November from the 28th to the 3rd of December. And I would like to invite each and everyone who is here, who is interested in connecting with us, working with us to make the SDG Innovation Challenge bigger this year. We are very much appreciative of the honor that you have bestowed upon us. We say thank you very much to the Journalists and Writers Foundation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eric. And remember, most of these projects, one of the criteria that was adjudicated was whether the project has a potential for replication. So thank you for that offer, so that others can replicate this project in other parts of the globe so that they can make a difference for humanity. Thank you so much. I would now like to move to the second Impact Award, another prize of $250. And the second Impact Award goes to an organization that is working on eliminating child labor and child trafficking among students who have become better learners by teaching, and they have gained a lot of confidence, work experience, leadership skills, and strong work ethic. The community benefits from social enterprises, including plastic recycling, solar plant, organic produce market, and print shop. This organization is called the Akshar Foundation, and I would like to ask you to watch this beautiful video.
Namaste. Akshar Foundation is an internationally recognized education NGO based in Assam, India. Akshar Foundation was lauded by the United Nations, World Economic Forum, awarded by the Earth Day Network, and amplified by media outlets including BBC, The Guardian, Al Jazeera, Time, Reuters, Forbes, and more for our innovative policy of plastic school fees, as well as other pedagogical innovations aimed at elimination of child labor and child poverty. Akshar works to upgrade schools into centers for sustainable development. Thus, schools become centers for children to learn about and work towards achieving the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. In so doing, the Akshar NEP 2020 model has proved highly effective in reducing child labor and child trafficking. The Akshar NEP 2020 education model upgrades government-run schools into centers for sustainable development by combining conventional academic with practical vocational training and community development projects like food distribution, medical care, tree planting, plastic collection and recycling, animal welfare, securing birth certificates, etc. To eliminate child manual labor and dropout, older students are employed by the school to tutor younger ones and participate in other initiatives like tree planting, food relief, plastic recycling, care of stray animals, carpentry to build school furniture, maintenance and installation of solar panels, and more. Students earn points in lieu of currency, which they can redeem for clothing, hygiene products, and school supplies. Sustainability efforts become a part of the curriculum, so the students stay in school rather than drop out for manual labor. For example, during the pandemic, our schools became centers for food relief, with teachers and students working together to identify homes with food insecurity, organizing and delivering a 2-week food relief package to thousands of families. If these measures are scaled to all schools, we can empower children to escape poverty, create significant impact on their own environment, and resulting in healthier and more resilient communities for themselves. Akshar has partnered with Government of India and UNEP to scale up the model across the nation. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That model will obviously be replicated in many parts of the world where young people need to be transformed so that they can make a contribution to society. I would like to now invite a representative from the Akshar Foundation, Dr. Alaka Desai Sarma, the founder, trustee, and executive director, to very briefly give us some insight about this beautiful program. Dr. Sarma, are you there? If not, we can go ahead with the next announcement. And the next announcement, we have, because the projects were of a very high standard, and there were so many projects that contributed to being change makers in society globally, the organization, the Journalists and Writers Foundation, decided to award 3 Change Maker Awards this year with a cash prize of $100 each. It may be small, but the value is immaterial. It is the recognition of your organization that are doing remarkable work. So the first Change Maker Award would go to, a project which is called Waste to Wealth Enterprise, and the organizer is Summit Green Company. The project mainly involves recycling of municipal and agriculture organic waste into eco-friendly briquettes, which is used for heating and cooking in schools, households, and poultry brooders. Let us watch a short video about this project.
The project goals aims at addressing the 21st century problems caused by the growing population and the consequent demand for food, clean water, and affordable energy. Objectives of this social enterprise is 1, to create alternative sources of energy which are cost-friendly and affordable, to conserve and protect the environment through collaborative engagement with the local community, and thirdly, to empower youth and women with sustainable green entrepreneurial skills. Through this social enterprise, we have managed to train over 500 youth and women, equipping them with briquette production and waste management skills, transformed over 10 schools from using firewood to use of eco-friendly briquettes, as well as creating over 300 employment opportunities for youth and women in renewable energy.
Right. That is an absolutely remarkable project where you are converting waste into wealth. And I would like to invite Ronald Mutebi, the Chief Executive Officer of the Summit Green Company, who would give us some insight about this project.
Hello. Thank you very much. I'm very excited because we have been this, not me alone, but all the youths across the globe, across Uganda, been fighting to make sure that youth utilize very well organic waste and fight against deforestation through using organic waste to make eco-friendly briquettes that can cook and help people in the community. Here, been working, I'm very happy, excited. Actually, I have less to talk, but I feel excited because we've been fighting together, been fighting with the youth and other people in the communities. Currently, so far, the community has changed and very many people have welcomed the project. But I'm very, very happy because we are working hand in hand with the people to eliminate deforestation, fight against climate change and other side effects that are causing dangers to the communities. Thank you. I'm very, very happy for this.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And let's encourage you and others to continue doing a remarkable work in making the world a better place to live in. Our Changemaker Award 2 goes to an organization that the goal of this particular project that they've submitted for evaluation is to promote peace, culture, and decrease the violence in the Afghanistan communities through conducting peace-building training and awareness sessions and campaigns. The proposed project is a creative solution promoting social peace and justice. And as you know, that Afghanistan is in the news always for, the violence and so on. But this particular organization, which is, the project is called A Peaceful Mindset Leads a Peaceful Afghanistan. And the organizer is Omade Unique Supportive Organization. Let us watch a video about this particular project.
In the name of Allah, hi, this is Ahmad Rashad Johed, the proposer of a project which I have initiated. It's called A Peaceful Mindset Leads a Peaceful Afghanistan. So unfortunately, we are passing 4 decades of war in Afghanistan, and unfortunately, the effects of war have been leaked in every part of Afghanistan, especially in academic centers like schools and universities. So this project is mainly focused on schools that we have the following problems. The first one is the teachers use violence against the students, and also general teachers are violent against the students in almost all sorts of schools in Afghanistan. And commonly violence is considered part of the teachers' jobs to make the students learn and remain obedient to the school rules, and also to learn by force and be characterized by force. It is the biggest problem. In addition, we have some sorts of problems like parents use violence against children, students use violence against other students, and also the most important is peace building is not known and practiced in Afghanistan. So just cause that we have to propose a project in order to bring a solution for the stated challenges in Afghanistan community. Mainly this project is focused on students and teachers in Kabul schools. So the overall goal of this project is to promote peace culture and decreasing the violence in Afghanistan communities through conducting peace-building training and awareness session campaigns for 10 schools. And all targeted groups are Afghan students and teachers, both male and female gender. So we have prioritized both the male and also female. The outcomes of this project is as following: by conducting training, the conflict removes in grassroots. The teachers don't use from sticks or other unreasonable tools to control the class and violate the students mentally. And also the school teachers, students and families don't have conflict cases and threatening the peace in the community. So in addition, that's said that the impacts of this project is reduce the conflict culture and at the 10 schools of Afghanistan. That is very great to use them.
Yes, a very noble initiative bringing about peace in a really trouble-torn Afghanistan. I would like to invite to say a few words on this lovely project, Ahmed Rishad Jahed from the organization, Homemade Unique Supportive Organization.
Hi everyone. I hope everyone is doing well and fine. Sorry for some internet disconnection because it's very low connection in Afghanistan, unfortunately, and I can't take on my video. So I'm very grateful to for awarding this project. And as a Homemade Unique Supportive Organization representative, I'm very thankful from everyone. And indeed, it was a big opportunity for every organization and also change makers who wants to bring changes in their community. So we have initiated this project that we want to remove the conflict and also the war that we have been facing for many years. So we wanted to remove the conflict in grassroots from educational centers of Afghanistan, especially schools, because we need to create peace and also peace solutions and the mindsets of every Afghan, from the childhood to the oldhood, and also those people that they want to assess their communities, that they should have some movement for bring changes and also make changes in Afghan community. And we hope that this will help every Afghan to lead a bright future for every Afghan, so for especially for the Afghan children, that they need a peaceful community and also a calm community to develop their community and help their community for a bright future and also a bright Afghanistan. Thanks everyone, and thanks for the organization.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. We'd like to once again thank you and your organization for the remarkable work that you are doing. Yes, dear colleagues on this virtual platform, we've got one more award, just one more. But before I announce that award, remember, for those of you who have not received any award yet today, the award that you are ultimately receiving, the award of the outcomes of the beautiful projects that you are doing, the people that are benefiting, the beneficiaries, the stakeholders, and everybody that are involved in the recipients of what wonderful work you are doing. So you may have not received an award yet today, but remember that in the eyes of God, you have already contributed immensely to transforming society. So I would like to now announce the last Changemaker Award. And the Changemaker, the last award goes, we move now in the northeasterly directions to the Indian subcontinent, where we are exposed to a project that deals with recycling and energy conservation. The project was initiated in 2014 through a pilot project to identify the simple energy saving solutions for domestic residents. In 2017, it ended up with 21 publications and resulted to identify 9 simple proven points to save 1 unit per day at home. And this award of $100 for being a change maker goes to an organization called the Institute of Green Engineers, and the project title is Eigen Energy 99 Challenge. Let's watch what they are doing.
So this is Dr. Ramesh, President of the Institution of Green Engineers. The project title is Eigen Energy 99 Challenge. The objective of the project is to identify the students or school students or college students. They have to do the energy conservation awareness program for 99 domestic residents. So the Eigen initiated a pilot project in the year 2014 and identified a important research points which we call it as the Aizen Green 9 mantras. So this Aizen Green 9 mantras has to be communicated to the 99 domestic residents by the students, participants. So the project will be like a phase 1 and phase 2. The first phase, the students has to go to the one by one, they have to go to the residents and they create the awareness. Once they will complete the 99 home, then they have to take a photo and post it in our FB group so that they will receive the project completion certificate. After 1 month or 2 months, again the students has to go to the same house and they have to check whether their concept which they communicated to the residents is implemented or not, and how about their energy saving and how the energy tariff is reduced in their home, that they will measure, and if they are happy with the home, then they will complete the project by taking the second part of video, then they will post it in our FB group. So the phase 1 and phase 2 project will be completed. Once it will be completed, the IGEN will conduct a presentation show. In the presentation, they will come and present. We have a judge team. They will judge the people, and those who are eligible, they will receive the IGEN SDG Action Award, and they will receive the carbon credential certificate. So the our IGEN Energy 9 Challenge project completed, and first version completed until now. 250 participants completed the project and achieved award. Is also involved in that. So 27 energy saving clubs across Pan India participated in this action, and we come out with a very big energy saving of 3-4 million units of energy got saved, and it is very happy that the attitude of the domestic residents start changing. What is the attitude? Before the project, there is no seriousness in the energy conservation. After the project, the total family now started the concept of energy saving. That is what. Thank you so much for considering our application. Thank you all.
No, we would like to thank you for eliminating the darkness and bringing light to the people that deserve light in their lives. So thank you so much. And I would like to invite Professor L. Ramesh, the president of the organization, the Institute of Green Engineers, who will very briefly enlighten us about this project. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Team JWF and the judges for considering our application and selecting as the change maker in energy conservation. Yes, rightly pointed out, it is the very keen initiative because the global energy consumption is going very peakly. The same time, we need to concentrate on the conservation activities. In that angle only, we taken this as the challenge, and this challenge, it is travel across the Pan India. And the major part of this project is the attitude of the domestic. We are concentrating only for the domestic. The domestic people attitude start changing. It done the pilot study and we got a good number of publication, and based on that, now it started implementation through our energy saving club. We have a club called N-Save Club. This club, presently we have 27 clubs. So we are going to expand this club to across the globe, so that what will be the connectivity? We already connected with a lot of organizations. We jointly working on that with respect to the SDG 17 partnership for the goals. So collectively, we all join together and we can be able to make the change of the attitude, not only the energy conservation. When you go for change in the attitude, it leads to energy conservation, water conservation, fuel conservation, all the conservation. If as a human being, it as a part of our part, then automatically there is a big change in the environment. So that will help us to reduce the carbon dioxide emission. SDG 13. This is what which is related to that. Thank you so much, all the jury members, and thank you so much, our team, for selecting our project. This will give us another big boost for us to do next level of better, because we completed our first pilot project, and in the month of December we are launching the second version of the project. The second version of the project, we are planning for a partners, plus we are looking for 2,000 change makers. Presently, 250 change makers are there for the pilot project 1. This pilot project 2, we are planning for 2,000 change makers within a period of 1 year. So thank you so much. So this will be a very big boost for us for our next pilot study 2 project. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Professor Ramesh. Yes, would you being a change maker, you will definitely get more than 2,000 change makers. Thank you to all the participants. Now, as we bring this a lovely award ceremony to a logical conclusion, we've spent like over 90 glorious minutes together, where we had an opportunity, have first-hand opportunity to see what people are doing in different parts of the world to make this world a better place. So we would like to, on behalf of the Journalists and Writers Foundation, we would like to thank all participants, all 34 participants, for submitting your projects for evaluation. Yes, as I mentioned in the beginning, the jury had a very difficult task because the projects that were submitted was of a very, very high standard. Unfortunately, everybody cannot be winners, right? So we'd like to thank all the winners here today. You have undoubtedly contributed immensely to making this world a better place to live in. For those of you who did not win here today, there will always be another opportunity next year to resubmit your projects, because this Journalists and Writers Foundation SDG Pioneer Awards is an annual event. So you continue to do the remarkable work that you are doing for your different communities. And please consider submitting your proposals once again to be considered next year. So at this juncture, I would like to thank all participants that were watching this virtual broadcast. I would like to thank all the award winners. I would like to thank the jury members. It was a very daunting task to determine the winners here today, because the standard of the projects were very, very high. And I would like to encourage people to share this, the award ceremony through Twitter at the Twitter handle at JW Foundation, Instagram JWF Global, and also the YouTube channel JWF Global, because if more people are exposed to the work that you are doing, then obviously it will have an infectious result in the different communities across the globe. And if more people are making efforts to improve their communities that they serve, then we will be living in a community and in a world that is a much better world to live in. Remember, while we are on this planet Earth, we have a duty to make another person happy. We have a duty to ensure that other people are comfortable. And all 34 of your organizations have been making sure that people are comfortable on this earth. So thank you so much. We would like to wish you well. We would like to wish your organization well and all your stakeholders and recipients. At this point in time, I would like to thank the Journalists and Writers Foundation for giving me an opportunity to host this program. It was an absolute delight. Thank you, and God bless all of you.